Face has been ruled out for this competition. Recall that the last competition it was a Victor Oseni that was injured and he could not make the quarter to the Cameroon AFCON in 2021. And now it's all about Victor Boniface. Of course, he has been longer flown back to Germany to continue his rehabilitation concerning the injury, and he has now been replaced by another Super Eagles striker in the person of Tyrone Murphy. On the show is one man that loves to talk sport, and it joins me live on the show. Try to establish a connection with Chuku Nonso Arinze, as of course you know him as a sport bishop. This time around he joins us on the show. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the show. Hello, Chukunonso, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I say good evening. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being part.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh wow, it seems that the network is playing prank on us, but we would continue to see how we can establish a connection with man at the other end. Hello, good evening. Are you there? And it seems that the network is really being funny. Hello, are you there? Good evening.
Can you hear me now?
We're still struggling to hear you, even though the connection is not as strong as we would expect it to be.
Thank you, Abuja. Good evening, Abuja.
Hello?
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's move on the show as I will see how our engineers will help us establish connection with man at the other end. Oseni's striker Tyrone Murphy has been called up to replace a Bayer Leverkusen striker Victor Boniface in the Super Eagles squad for the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. The 23-year-old is expected to be sidelined for up to 6 weeks. Talk about Victor Boniface, and will now fly back to Germany to begin treatment on the injury. Boniface has scored 16 goals with 8 assists to his name in a competition for the Bundesliga Giants, and so far he has been a machine in terms of scoring goal, but injury has knocked this one out. A big blow for the Super Eagles, if you ask me, because Victor Boniface is one player that brings a different dimension to the attack of the team, but so far so well he has not been injury has played dirty and him. 0700010961961 0700010961961. That is the number you can reach me into the show. Call me and let me know your thoughts concerning this one. Talk about the injury that has knocked our own striker out over the AFCON. Countries have been picking injuries far away in the camp of Côte d'Ivoire. We hear that as much as 6 players have long been ruled out for this competition. Same as in the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana. Arsenal's Thomas Partey has long been ruled out of the AFCON, and so far so well he will not be playing in this one, and he has as well not been called up due to the injury. Alright, let's continue on the show as we continue to establish connection with a man, but it seems that the network is not really good at this end in terms of making sure that we establish a connection with him, but still looking in the camp of the Super Eagles. We hear that they are almost down here in Nigeria. Talk about touching down in the camp, touching down in the country, as they will be hosted to a dinner that will be live in Lagos. We hear that the governor of Lagos State will be the one hosting them, and after which which they will board a connecting flight to Cote d'Ivoire as the AFCON will kick off. The Super Eagles will be in action this Sunday against Equatorial Guinea at exactly 3 p.m. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will kick-start their 2023 AFCON competition. Well, players have been talking. The likes of Alex Iwobi have been talking, Demola Lukman as well. They are all in high spirit. Not forgetting the captain of the team, Ahmed Musa, and the vice captain, Williams Trust Ekong. They have been giving out positive vibes. But of course, you know how we always say it here. It is better played on the field than on the pages of newspaper. Talk is cheaper, so they say. We want to see this team play entertaining football. We want to see this team do very well. We want to see this team give us a good performance despite the defeat against Guinea. I mean the City Stars of Guinea. We hope that will just be a minor setback, and they will go further to see how they can make the competition much more of a success. Alright, let's come back now to Nigeria and give us some of the stories making round, as this one is coming from the Minister of Youth and Sport Development in a proactive move to bolster unity effort for sporting success. The Minister of Sport Development, Senator John Omaeno, is set to host a crucial meeting with Sports Federation presidents in Abuja this Thursday, paving the way to further strategize discussions ahead of the African Games, as well as the African Cup of Nations. Good one, if you ask me. Good move. The federation presidents, that's the various one from basketball to athletics, not forgetting football, as well as swimming, judo, and what have you, rugby as well. All of the presidents will be meeting the Minister for Youth and Sport Development right here in Abuja to see how strategic moves as well as developmental programs will be drawn out to see that African Games will be of a success. Well, the meeting is scheduled to take place in Abuja this Thursday, as I mentioned, the 11th of July, and the time for the event is at 10 a.m. prompt. The aim is to foster collaborations, synchronize plans, and strategize collective action among the various sports federation. This proactive initiative aligns with the commitment to enhance Nigerians' competitive edge at the games later this year in Accra. So it's all about the African Games that will be going down later this year. The senator talking about Senator John Eno, as well as the Ministry for Youth and Sport, to which he is the minister. Every of the executive, they just don't want Nigeria to fail. Neither do they want the country to just go and represent. We want a bigger and a fuller package. Right, let's continue more on the show as we hear that in a volleyball, but the Nigerian male and the Nigerian female team have a longer progress into the next competition. Talk about the African Games. Both teams sealed their qualification days ago, but then it was a very, very unique one, as both the male and the